to a new episode of Keeping Up with the Cruises.
Alright guys, so today we decided to do a 17 and pregnant story time. Also a drug addiction. We decided me, the baby, and my bigger baby here are hungry. We're going to do a mukbang of Raising Cane's with the Cruises. I got the 3-piece box combo, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I usually get. Because if I get the 4-piece, I usually give him a piece, and then he already eats the Caniac combo. You want to save a piece or so?
Yeah.
And then today is really hot. It's like, what's today? Over here in California, it's 82 degrees, so I'm like very hot, especially being pregnant. So I told them ice on the side because the ice melts with my tea that I get. I'm not supposed to really drink tea because of the I'm not supposed to be drinking tea because of caffeine, but a little bit won't hurt today.
That's what I cook.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's for sure recording this time, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. And then we also have our own metal straws, you know, save the ocean, save the turtles. We prefer drinking out of these. Also, they look fancy.
And lavish.
Do you want to just give me some of them?
Yeah.
Also, if you guys want extra tea, do this trick because this cup is still halfway. And we've got 2 cups here. And we have this one here. And the tea's hot, so.
Room temperature.
Yeah. Can you get the napkins? Thank you. So I have a question before I start eating and talking about 17 and pregnant. Do you prefer Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's? Comment down below because I prefer Chick-fil-A. I love the spicy deluxe sandwich. It's really good, and then I also get it with buffalo sauce and ranch. It's delicious. And then he prefers
Raising Cane's all the way.
Raising Cane's.
Bomb.
I like it, but it's not my favorite. It's not something I'm gonna go like, oh my god, Raising Cane's, which everyone usually does. So that can kind of wait. He likes the sauce. How do you say it?
It's all about the sauce.
Sauce. One time I made it at home. It was pretty good. Okay. So, I'm gonna take it. So my 17 and pregnant story, it goes like this. Long, long ago, back in the days. No, I'm just kidding. But a long time ago, I was in high school like 5 years ago, and it was my senior year, about to be my senior year, and I found out I was pregnant. And the way I found out is I didn't get any menstrual cycle for you of my ladies out there. So I knew something was wrong, but I wasn't sure. And then my thirsty. Where's the other ice cup? Oh, put it in that one. See in that one. So, anyways, I have decided to get a pregnancy test because we went to Six Flags and I had my menstrual cycle when we went. I had it like 2 weeks before, so I didn't think I was pregnant or anything. But when we went to Six Flags, I got off of the ride. Do you remember it was Goliath or Colossus?
Colossus.
I got off Colossus.
Well, Terminator back then. That's what they.
No, Terminator's over there. It's Colossus. Now it's called Twisted Colossus.
That's the one by Batman, no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, I got off the ride and I noticed that I was bleeding again, and I thought, oh, it's just another menstrual cycle twice in a month. You know, I was young and dumb. Clueless, yeah. So when the month came, when I was supposed to get it, I didn't get it. So then I said, oh, maybe it's just, like, I got it last month 2 times, so maybe I'm gonna get it, you know, skip a month. The following month came, and I didn't get it. Do you remember what month I got it? September, right?
Around
I think it was around September when I found out, or October.
oh God, this chicken's so good.
You like the chicken? So I did a pregnancy test with my friend Liver. I call her Liver, and she
What's her real name?
Olivia, yeah, I love her. So we went to Planned Parenthood. It was so packed. She's like, "Girl, I'll just buy you one." So we went to CVS. I took it there, and it was negative. So when I went to go call her, I said, "Hey, Liver, come here. It's negative." We looked at it, and it was positive. We waited a few minutes, obviously, and we looked at it. It was positive. It was Friday, I remember, and I was gonna come over to see him. So I called him. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm pregnant." He didn't believe me because we were arguing at the time.
Wait,
So
that's the same day that I quit my job, no?
no,
No?
no,
No, that was after. Maybe like 2 weeks after. Never mind.
yeah. So he didn't believe me. He thought I was just trying to trap him. But yeah, I came over here. So I took a bus and train from Glendale to Long Beach. And I told him I was pregnant. He didn't believe me, so we took a pregnancy test. I told my sister-in-law, his brother's wife, and then we went to Denny's, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm pregnant," and I showed her. I love the tea here. It's really good. That's probably my favorite part. So yeah, then she was like, "Oh my gosh, you know, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna tell your buddy?" So I said I'll tell him next week. So we waited, we talked about it, and then Monday came. I told my family. My family knew it because I told my cousin first, and I was like, "We need to talk," and then they kind of felt like it was late, and I was calling already saying we need to talk. I keep trying to remember. And then my mom started crying. She said it will be fine. You can't have an abortion. And I told her I didn't want an abortion. And then my some of my family members wanted me to get an abortion to not ruin my life. And then that convinced my mom to say, "Well, it's up to you. You can get it if you want." I told her I didn't want to. And my grandma, I think I hurt the most because she's almost like my mom, and I call her Nanny. So I think I hurt her the most. She would always, you know, watch after us, tell us, "Be careful, don't go stealing at stores, don't do this or that." So I think I hurt her the most. You want to tell them how we told your family?
What did we tell
We told your sister
them? I know we told my sister first.
and her husband.
And then after, I think we told my brother. My brother.
No, your brother. I told Jessica, and then we told his brother when we were going to. We were in the car of the Jetta. We had a Jetta.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah. We're like, "Oh, you're gonna be an uncle again," and he was happy.
And then that same day.
Then
I
we
think
told Yvette when his sister.
Yeah. But then I think that same day at night we told my mom.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we told his sister when she came after work,
Yeah.
or it was an outing. I don't know where she was at. So we told her when she got home, and then she was excited as well. And we told her husband, and then we told his mom. Tell him her reaction.
She kind of already knew. I don't know how, but I guess she like that
Well, we
motherly.
sat down. Tell him what you so.
Well, we sat down. We told her, like, "Oh, we need to talk," and she was like, "Oh, like of what? Like, oh, what happened? Like, is everything
Everyone was
okay?
there.
Is everything okay?"
Hold on, but it was in the living room. So his sister and his brother and the spouses were there, and then we're like, "Oh, guess who's pregnant?" That's how we did it.
And then
And
she's
she
like,
thought Jessica, which
Yeah.
is my sister-in-law.
"I remember."
Yeah. So you want to now continue?
And then we're like, "No," and then that's when she said, "Oh, my sister Yvette,"
Well, she already has a daughter.
and we're like, "No." She's like, "Oh no," and you know, she
Obviously, we were the last one.
yeah, she kind of already knew. I don't know. She had like a feeling that something was going on, but I don't think she was mad. She was just more like worried because we're young, 17
In school.
in school still, so she was like worried how everything was gonna play out. But honestly, like thinking about it today, like I think it played out really good. A lot of struggles.
Yeah. So that's how we told our family, and it was a lot of struggles. Do you want my bread? It's not like half.
Yeah.
You always eat two anyways. It was I like the bread, but I'm not too much of a bread fanatic.
Because you ate one yesterday.
Well, my job gave me one yesterday, but still, I'm not like crazy about it. So, yeah, we now the hard part was we were young. I had insurance, so I had to go ahead and get my OBGYN. And then I had to find out what's gonna happen. What are the next steps? How are we? I was like, wait, today's not my parking stripper enforcement came by. It's not sweeper today. So I was thinking, like, today we're not gonna, it's gonna get hard with the medical, and then I was pregnant. We were 17.
We didn't have a car. We didn't have a car.
Or our own place. So that was the hardest part, to get our life more situated on how are we gonna do this. I obviously didn't work. He just got a job too, like I think it was like 2 months before, right?
2 months before.
Yeah.
Worked as a dishwasher at a little Chinese mom and pops. It sucked
I'm
because
sorry about the background noise. We're putting the trash cans in.
I was the youngest one there and everyone else was older. And when I got hired, they told me, oh, like if anyone asks, you're 18. I was like, all right, like I needed a job, so I was like, oh well, do what I gotta do. It was very heavy work. I was still going to school. Right after school, I'd skate to the place, and then literally maybe not even 10 minutes in, I would have to just clock in, get to work, and I'll be out of there by maybe 11:30, 12 sometimes if we fall behind, if it gets busy, because it was like a fast food place on the side and a dine-in restaurant, so double the work.
But it was connected. It was weird.
Yeah.
They shared the same kitchen, and the cooks there made the food there, right? And then the dishes were all the same dishes, like, so he would have to wash
Pots and pans.
both of them.
Use heavy chemicals. My hands started peeling.
It was really bad. It paid the stuff, but so we had to get through insurance and find out who our doctor was, and then I had to get the baby medical, and it was very, very, very hard. I don't recommend it to anybody to get pregnant at that age.
Just wait.
We had a lot of family support, but they can only help with so much that you need to grow up.
Do stuff on your own.
Yeah, so that was probably the hardest part of doing everything. We ended up getting a car after, which is good. So we're gonna rewind it to labor and delivery. That was hard enough. You have to pick your doctor, your hospital, go fill out admission papers. It's a lot of work. So 17 and pregnant was not an easy step in our life, but it was a big milestone because she kind of pushed us, I can say. She pushed us to do more and better. But it was hard waking up every day to go to school.
With the belly growing.
And then coming on the bus and train here to his house. And then I didn't have him with me Monday through Sunday. Excuse me, I'm full. I have 2 chickens left, which they're so good and crunchy though.
Monday through
I
Friday.
like mine well done. My chicken.
And I'll get to see her. Depends. Well, I would work, so she'll come over here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, be on her way back. Sometimes,
So it wasn't like all day. It was just half the day when he wasn't working.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then I left my job to work at a different one, just because there was like a lot of problems there.
Mainly because of his hands. The chemicals are too harsh. Thank you.
And you know, I got hired at a Little Caesars, and that job was really easy, really simple. The only part that sucked was I would I would only be able to get up to 25 hours max, so the paycheck was like a little bit, yeah.
Due to him in school. But real quick, before we get into drug addiction, I can say that being 17 and pregnant, like I said, was hard, but it was a very good push. We have been pretty successful in our life, even though we have had that setback. Can you put this on the water? But like I said, it really was a good push, and that's my thoughts on it. And I wouldn't recommend it to anybody because it is hard. A lot of people don't know what to do with the medical and, you know, just everything. It's very overwhelming. I am truly blessed that during this pregnancy, I have him here Monday through Sunday with me. He helps me clean the house. Yeah. He helps me. There's some in there? No. Just a little. Did you eat already? Okay, that's enough. No more, okay? So he helps me with everything in Stella, and we do, you know, he goes to work, I go to work, we do both our things. I cook the majority of the time. Lately, he's been cooking these last couple days because I'm just so tired. I lay down and he just randomly gives me massages. So it's such a difference, I would say. And I have a picture to show you guys. And that phone was supposed to be on silent. Today I had a maternity doctor's appointment with my specialist. I'm going to show you the baby's leg because it's unbelievable how big he is, especially for how many weeks I am. Oh look, you guys, here's my cute outfit. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, that's my cute outfit, and then here's the baby's leg. So it's his leg and then his foot. And then his arm, and this one is like this with his head. He has a big old head like us, so we're ready to push, alright? Stay tuned for that video too, because we're gonna have a labor and delivery video, obviously when I'm in labor and delivering him. So that's gonna be exciting because we're gonna get to record this one. At the hospital that I'm delivering at, we're not supposed to, but we're gonna try to sneak something for you guys. So this is his big old head and his arm. That's my baby. So yeah, it's a blessing being pregnant again, round 2 with this one. Oh, the box, that's fine. Round 2, it's a blessing being with you. Do you have any thoughts like on 17 pregnant, like how hard it was, or?
I just remember how hard it was. It was very worrisome, especially you know, not like supposedly, like, you know, we were kind of prepared, but we weren't, because we've obviously never had a child, so we didn't know what to expect.
My family was there, and his family. So
But you know, when Stella came out, honestly, it was very easy. She would, after 2 weeks, she would sleep all night. She wouldn't really wake up, you know, or anything. Unless I had to change her diaper right after work. And yeah, Stella, I don't know. I feel like because Stella's such a good example, our baby on the way that's coming is gonna be the same way. You know, he's gonna have a really good role model.
yeah. Okay, so that was our little 17 and pregnant story. I'm sorry, we don't have like that much details on it because it was like, just do it. You just have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. Like, now we have to pay rent, our cars, our bills. There's no ifs on it. It's just get to it and do it. So, we're going to go ahead into the drug addiction. It's not that long.
No. So for me, I got over a really bad drug addiction, maybe almost 2 years ago, and
the reason why he has his phone is because he has
I'm really bad at memorizing stuff, or like just
because of that stuff.
Yeah, it like really messes up with your head, and so the way it started at work. Getting involved with the wrong people. It makes you curious about stuff, about things to do, and they just said, hey, like, you want some? Just like that, out in the open.
And the person who didn't knew about Stella and I, and that he was married and has a family, so that's what kind of more upsetted me than anything. I didn't know that he was on it because I was so much in love with him, and I couldn't believe it when he actually came clean and told me.
Yeah, and so the guy, he had a lot of stuff on him. He always carried a bag, and long story short, I tried it. I said, okay, it's not gonna hurt. One line won't hurt. And honestly, I did it. I got a rush, but right after, honestly, it wore out. And honestly, I actually wanted more of it. So the next day, I went back to work. He's like, oh, like, how did it feel? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, like, I felt great. Like, I was, like, on edge. And he's like, oh, like, you want more? And of course, if it's free, why not?
Why is the trash can there? Oh, sorry.
And so I did it. And, every day it was like, they would give it to me, like, just a little, and I ended up getting addicted to it. And that's when I started, our money started disappearing.
Yeah, that was another thing. We had joint account, and I was going to pay something, and $60 was gone, $40 was gone. And I'll be like, how? If he was at work on the clock at that time, he would show me his time receipts, right?
It's a time clock. I would take a picture of it and be like, oh, like, I was at work, like, it was probably fraudulent. There was a bank maybe less than 2 minutes away.
But my dummy, I was so in love that I was like, oh yeah, the bank across the street, he didn't go get it. But,
so I would make money disappear and use it on that. And the way I would hide it, obviously I had to hide it from her so that she wouldn't find out, so I could keep doing what I was doing. So I'd hide it where the spare tire is at, or sometimes even in between my clothes, especially on my days off. I'll keep it in there, and then just take it out when I'm going back to work, and then from there on. And honestly, through time, my addiction got worse, that I would be spending anywhere from $100 every 2 weeks to $200. And I think of it now. It's like I wasted so much money on something that you know it did give me a rush, but at the same time it messed me up. Uh, my body isn't the same it used to be.
Your teeth.
I did lose a lot of weight, but obviously,
Yeah, that's okay.
not eating and stuff. I don't know.
No, it's not. Go ahead. I'll look first.
Obviously, I lost a lot of weight. When I started doing it, I was roughly about 215 pounds, 20 pounds maybe. And I dropped down all the way to 159. And, I went from an extra large to like a large. And it was just literally all skin and bone. She remembers.
153.
153.
That's what.
That was my lowest point. And,
You got into beer and alcohol.
I would have to, well, I got into drinking really bad that I would have to drink maybe a lot of beer to like get through the day. And well, it was just really bad. Really,
It was a very
I
hard
was
time.
hooked. I was hooked. And honestly, I did want to stop at a point, and I tried. But obviously, hanging around with the same crowd and all that, you're not gonna stop. You're just gonna go back. Maybe you'll probably do it, be clean for like a day, but you'll go back eventually. But once I told her, I was like really over it. I was just
There's like one picture that I found. He has a jacket on, but you can tell on his face how skinny he was. There was one without shirt. I was looking for it.
and going on. Sure, where did they bump out? So yeah, I could honestly
Just
say
turn it
I tried stopping and I couldn't, and eventually I grew tired of it because as much as I was consuming, in one point, at a point, it would have no effect to me, my body, nothing. Like it was like nothing would happen. So I was just either in my head I'm gonna stop or I need to stop, or else like I didn't know what else was gonna happen because I was really tired of just going to the same routine. Like my body needed it. I couldn't go waking when I woke up. I had to go straight to doing it to get up because I was so tired of overworking my body. Like yes, I did put in a lot of work at work, but at the same time, it was just killing my body. So, and also my teeth. A tooth actually chipped, and
tonsil stones.
I got these really bad tonsil stones that come out.
They come out like once a week at least.
It really sucks, and it's just something I have to deal with now because of my mistakes.
Also, because of drugs, he started drinking a lot, and once he told me I would make him leave his job, he left his job.
I left my job.
He had no access, till this day, has no access to any accounts of money, financial. His checks are paper checks. They go directly into, it's our account, but, I have the card.
She handles the money and stuff.
He has Apple Pay on his phone, but I can handle that through that, and he can't pull any money out unless I authorize. So I told him, if you're going to be with me, we're going to do it hard, and this is the way it's going to be. And how do you feel about that? As a man, I'm a woman. I had to control him. How do you feel about that, honestly?
I didn't think it was fair, honestly.
But you knew it was for the better.
But I knew it was for the better, and I wanted to be with you. So obviously, I gotta put my pride aside and just stick it through. It was hard at first, cause honestly, I did crave a beer or two every so often. I'd be like, shoot, I don't have money though. So I mean, that helped a lot. because we had a liquor store right in front, like right in front, literally right in front.
Right in front.
And yeah, so I just kind of, I don't know. It was good in a way. It was good, honestly.
Well, it is good because
It is
it's not in it.
I'm not in it anymore. But also, stopping the withdrawal was so heavy. I got a fever. I was super tired. I slept maybe throughout the whole day.
He didn't work for a month or 2 months. 2 months it was.
So the whole time I was just sleeping, eating, going back to sleep.
You kind of fall into depression, I would consider it. I told him not to work.
Recovering for a bit because I don't know.
You did it so long.
My body was just tired.
How long did you do it for? 2 years?
2.5 years around there.
So it's very hard, imagine. But thank God that he's out of it. I have to wrap up the story because it is a little bit long, the video, and I thank you guys for watching it. But yeah, it was a hard process. And this all happened between 18 and 21.
So, yeah.
A little bit, like 18 and a half to 21 years old. So imagine my daughter was born. I got pregnant at 17. I had her at 18, which was about 6 months to a year. He started getting into that stuff. So it was very difficult. That's why we put it together because it's, yes, it's 17 pregnant with the drug addiction.
2 different stories, but
it was very hard.
It was, you know, 2 different stories, but
they combine. They go with each other in some weird sort of way. But we honestly, if you guys ever have any drug questions or pregnant questions, go ahead and message us, comment down below, or follow us on Instagram. You guys can go ahead and direct message us. We'll try to get back to you guys.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. Don't fall for it. It's so much better. He posted the other day to be above the influence.
It's so much better to be above the influence than under it, only because you don't have to rely on something
or be paranoid, or
you don't have to rely on something like beer or drugs, this and that, to be, you know, part of the crowd, you know, or, you know, lit, how people say. And you know, I'm very happy that I don't have to rely on it. You know, I don't need it, and I hope like everyone eventually stops doing it. I know it's hard, but eventually you'll get to a point where you want to stop.
Yeah, you guys got this. So, like I said, any questions, go ahead, direct message us or Instagram, excuse me. And give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Comment. Comment and just tell us your stories if you have any stories. If you have any comments at all, just go ahead and comment. Thank you guys for staying tuned. And also, real quick, we have a special announcement coming for next video. I hope you guys are all part of the movement. We were supposed to do it this video. Unfortunately, I have to work on Sunday, so we're not going to be able to doing that. So the movement, stay part of it. Hope you guys are part of the movement. Stella, can you not do that, please?
Okay, I'll do this right now, okay?
Yeah, be part of the movement. It's going to be for the next video. We want to make this video go viral. We want everybody to be a part of it. We want to get other YouTubers to start doing it as well. I know some of them already do it, and we appreciate all of them do it. So we're going to explain to that in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for next week. We're uploading when? Sunday night? Monday?
This video? Sunday
The
night?
next video?
Oh.
Sunday night, Monday morning.
Around there. Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys. Peace. We love you.